Alrighty, beautiful people. We apologize for the lateness, but we are here ready for a fantastic stream. The best news is we have a real draft happening tonight. Not a mock draft, but a real draft, real money on the line, real league with our community members. Everybody who is in the league tonight, by the way, is a 2025 season pass member with the promo code LAND. We do raffles weekly, where you guys can actually be a part of these leagues that we are hosting. So if you don't have a great league that you can be a part of right now, obviously the season pass is a great deal, $34 for the entire season, and you're going to get access to the entire site as well as draft guides and rankings and vouchers, as well as the ability to enter live leagues. I appreciate y'all for being here with me. Do me a favor, hit that like button to show some love. Okay, so the reason we were so late today is because the website we typically use for a giveaway is not functioning. So we're going to have to get a little bit unique. Yesterday on the stream, we announced for the first time that the 2025 team playbook is now available. If you weren't here with us, and you might not know what the team playbook is, it is a beautiful, customized game plan for your fantasy football season. You want to know what we think about your team, about your draft, what trades we would suggest, the importance of your depth, understanding your starting lineup and how that is going to impact your moves this year, players that are untradeable, cut candidates, and more. The team playbook is officially available on the Flock Fantasy website. Now, typically what we would do is we would go ahead and tell you guys, all right, we're going to do a giveaway today, and all you got to do is type into the chat. Unfortunately, we do want to do a giveaway, but how we typically do it, the website is down. So if you want to enter today's giveaway for a 2025 team playbook, get a customized review from Badaki and myself, which we did a couple of these yesterday, then here's what we're going to do. All right. So first step is to join the Discord. This is very, very simple. Okay. And once you have joined the Discord, under the LAND tab, do you see that? You see LAND here, and then do you see announcements? I have reacted to the emoji with my serious face. All you have to do to enter today's giveaway for a 2025 team playbook customized review from Badaki and myself is first like the stream, okay, like the YouTube stream, and react to this with the same emoji that I reacted, which is my serious face. And then we will have everybody's names here for the giveaway. So again, if you want to enter into today's giveaway to get a free team playbook, all you got to do is react to that Discord message. I'll actually try and copy the announcements tab and put it in here so you guys have an easier access to it. But we're going to monitor that throughout the stream, and we appreciate you guys for being here. One of you guys are going to be a lucky winner of a 2025 team playbook, and are going to get a customized review from Badaki and myself. So again, appreciate you for being here with us. To win the team playbook, like the stream, react to the Discord message. We're going to give that away at the end of the stream. We appreciate you so much for being here. Now, we are going to jump into a real draft. We've got some real football happening. I guess you could call it football. I guess you could call it football. It's the Giants and the Patriots. You have to call it something. So we'll call it football, I guess, for now.
Have to call it something.
But we do appreciate you guys for being here with us as Jackson Dart's doing his thing. Now, this is the H-Town League. Shout out to everybody in the H-Town League. Now, here's the deal. We're going to have to decide the draft order right here, right now, live. And if Commissioner Rowan is with us, he's going to update that on the back end as we go. And the best way to decide a draft order is simply by doing the 100-yard dash. It is the most randomized, fair way to do it. So I'm going to shuffle this. Jackson Dart, what's his number? 6? Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll shuffle it Jackson Dart times. And here's the deal. Wherever you finish, that is your draft position, okay? That's your draft position for today's draft. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing popping here, and we'll make sure all the settings are correct. And here we go. To everybody in the race, good luck. I honestly prefer being at the back end of the board, but let's see here. As Lathoko starts off, he's already past the 10-yard line. He is lapping everybody right now. M. Garbo at the back of the pack. Might need some smelling salts there to catch up, and he actually just took a smelling salt, and now he is moving down the field. He's moving different at this moment. Fanson still hasn't passed the 10-yard line. Meanwhile, Barb is almost at halfway. Barb is almost at middle of the field, and Fanson still has not crossed the 10-yard line. There he goes. There he goes. Fanson now crossing the 10-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. First to cross the 50 was Barb, but I'm right behind her. I'm right behind her. All right? I'm coming for you, Barb. But we'll have to wait and see. Steel Mob gets a nice little boost there out of nowhere. This could be anybody's race, by the way, Badaki. This could be literally anybody's race at this point. I don't see a clear, unequivocally. I was just like second, and now I'm like seventh. It's going back and forth right now. Rowan is barely in the league. He gets a nice little burst there, as I do as well at the bottom of the field. Am I going to get Jamar Chase? Are you going to give me Jamar Chase again? In the Austin League, I got Jamar Chase. I might have him again. Rowan. Oh, is it going to be Rowan? Is it going to be Bo Nix out of nowhere? That is actually Bo Nix on the field at the top of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. I get Jamar Chase again. Damn it. I'm willing to switch with someone, by the way, because the last league I was in, I already got the first spot. I want to draft a different team. Does anybody want to switch with me? Anybody want the 101? I'll take any spot on the board. But just because when we were in Austin, we did the Austin League, and I had the 101. So let me know if anybody in this league is down to switch. But Mike is down to switch. So yeah, I'll take Mike's spot there at the 6. If Commissioner Rowan can swap that out. All right, so Mike's gonna go 101. Then we have Rowan, Bo Nix, Barbs, Lofoco, myself, John Perry, Garbo, Steel Mob, Pigeon, D-Tivy, Fanson. That is your 1 to 12, ladies and gentlemen. And so we're going to have a good draft here. This is the same exact settings as the Flock League. So it's a 1 quarterback, start 8, full PPR. And again, in case you didn't hear it earlier, everybody who is in this draft today, they are either annual Mother Flocker members with the promo code LAND, or they are season pass members with the promo code LAND. It is just one of the many benefits you get when you get a season pass with us. You get to enter into these live LAND League raffles, as well as obviously all the other benefits of the season pass. But just as we are waiting on that to update, I just want to give a big shout out to everybody in the chat here. What's up, Joe? What's up, Axion? Says hello, Batman. I love it. What's up, Rowan? Mills, Donald, Victory is here.
How we feeling?
Sunday, or Styles, Bailey's in the building.
Shit, my
Charlie
brother's here.
Is in the building. Is your brother here?
Yeah, Renee. That's my brother.
Where's Renee? Oh, Renee is in the building. What's up? Hey, where the females at?
Where the female?
What's up, Drew? Rowan, Mailman is here. I appreciate you. Thanks for showing some love. All right. We appreciate y'all for being here with us. All right, let me see if this is going to update here on my end. Here we are, H-Town, and are we good to go? I think we are good to go. So again, this is a real league. All right, real prize pot with our community. I am drafting at the 6th spot here.
So can you send me the link to the league? I don't think
to the draft board. I got you. I'll send you a link to the draft board.
Just so I can have like a reference in the back end.
Yeah. But this is again a 1 quarterback start 8 full PPR, and I'm on the clock there at the 106. Chase comes off the board. Then Bijan and CD Lamb are off the board as well. Yes, Drew, we will do a mock draft tonight if we reach our like goal. Let's go ahead and set the like goal at... Let's set the like goal at 100. If we reach 100 likes, we will do a mock draft after this real draft as well. So, yeah. Mason says, as a season pass member, how do you enter the raffle? Great question, my friend. When you go to the announcements tab, you will see this little link here to a Google Drive, Google form. Fill out the Google form, and then you'll be entered into next week's live raffle.
We're pretty sure we have, what's that? The last league is next week.
I think so. I can't remember if we're doing 1 or 2 more, but yeah. Okay, well, I was hoping I was going to be able to grab one of CD or Jefferson, but obviously with our community, that was probably never going to happen. So I have no problems drafting Saquon Barkley there at the 106. You know, I've said this many times, even though I have a strategy this year, which is the anchor wide receiver double RB strat. I will deviate from it if it doesn't make sense to pursue. And by the way, I just looked at it today, Badaki. Did you see that video today?
Yeah, so it was like a 300 plus. It's crazy.
Yes, 307,000 views, which was
I'm pretty sure
wild. We
we currently have the number one video in Dynasty right now, or in redraft right now for sure.
Number one video in any fantasy football this year. Now that could change, but pretty cool to be a part of that. Appreciate you guys for showing some love to the video.
That's crazy.
And last year we that video, my strategy video, got almost 240, and I thought, man, we'll just never do that again. So that was pretty cool. We appreciate you guys for showing some love. Drew says last year that strategy video won me 3 leagues, which is great to hear.
That's crazy. That's love.
Yeah, no worries, Mason. Glad that's helpful. What's up, TD in the building? Appreciate you for being here.
How we feeling, TD? I got my cards right here, actually, TD. I was trying to set it up, but then I didn't have time. But this is what TD got me yesterday at the meetup, guys, which is crazy. PSA 10 Malik Neighbors.
Yes. Yeah.
That's kind of wild right there.
Yours won't
That's
focus,
wild.
but
mine's won't focus. Okay, hold on. Let me get
see mine
closer.
right
Hold
there.
on.
Am I supposed to take it out of the packaging? By the way, I'm so new to cards.
focusing.
Shout out to TD for these. I'm so new to cards. Do I take it out of the packaging, or do I keep it in the packaging?
I don't want to take it out of the packaging.
What are you supposed to do? I don't actually know what the answer is.
I actually want to get like a frame and start framing them. Like, I want to put the frame within the frame. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. Everybody is telling me not to take the packaging off. So what?
Yeah, I'm not taking it off.
So you're supposed. Isn't the point of the card though that like you hold it in your hand? Or am I misunderstanding?
No.
You're supposed to keep it in the condom its entire life? It never gets to raw dog?
I mean,
I never get to let Rasheed Rice raw dog? He just has to be protected?
Sometimes something comes out after 9 months.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll leave it in the plastic. It looks beautiful. But I was so close. I'm not going to lie to you. I was so close to taking it out. So I'm glad I actually asked before doing anything.
We are back with the.
I don't even want to acknowledge those people. Just ruins.
Yeah, that's crazy.
After I took Saquon Barkley, Neighbors and Puka Nacua comes off the board as well. As a lot of you guys know by now, we did take Puka Nacua at the 10 spot. I'm very, very happy with that. Mill says Zach been obsessed with the raw dog.
It's actually true.
No comment.
And you don't want to let children. Not that you don't want children, but
yeah. Well, modern day technology, you don't have to strap it up to not have kids, though. As we got a Monra and Nico Collins coming off the board there as well. But again, we appreciate you guys so much for being here with us. If you are just joining the stream, a little announcement. We did officially release our redraft playbook product this year. If you don't know, the playbook is a like a game plan that you get after we review your team. So with the playbook, you get the team review from us, like a customized team review from Badaki and myself. And then you get this beautiful product after the review within 48 hours to go dominate your fantasy football leagues. So we are doing a giveaway tonight. We're going to give away the playbook to one lucky person. Here's the 2 simple things you need to do to enter. Firstly, like the stream. And then secondly, in our Discord, in the announcements tab under land, okay, under land, all you have to do is react to this latest message about the team playbook. All right, so that is all you have to do. Those 2 things, react to it and like the stream. And then we're going to give one away here at the end. Typically, we would have you comment in the chat, but the issue is the website we use to do giveaways is down. So
I've been checking every couple minutes just to see if it comes back up. Maybe if it comes back up, we might transition, but we'll see.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
All right, so let's recap.
Go ahead.
Let's recap the first round. Amon-Ra St. Brown at the 109, then Nico. Then we have Christian McCaffrey, Ashton Genty, Brian Thomas, London and McCaffrey start, a Collins and Derrick Henry start. And sorry, go ahead. You were going to say something.
No, I was going to respond to Mills. I was going to say, let's do it after like the 4th round.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Mills. You don't have to do it right now. I want to see these first couple rounds because it's pretty important right now.
Oh, yeah.
Very different to the Flock League, of course. Obviously, you guys have seen the Flock League. I'll go ahead and take Malik Neighbors at the 108. This is kind of what I was worried about in the Flock League of Nathan taking Malik Neighbors at the 107, me taking Puka. So I was trying to...
Would you have gone Puka if it wasn't Neighbors?
Yeah, I would have.
Sure.
I would have. I definitely wanted Malik just for the bit. But at the same time, there was two reasons. One for the bit, one because I'm a Giants fan, and I want Malik Neighbors. So,
yeah, which makes sense. All right, so Bucky Irving comes off the board at the 204. I don't know if you know this, Steel Mob, but that is too early. Okay, just want to let you know that. Everybody on YouTube right now, it's been funny to see the comments on the Flock League draft. No one likes my draft this year. That's okay. No one really liked my draft last year either. So I'm not too bothered by people not liking it this year. We had a pretty good season, but it seems to be like the most hated teams are mine and Nathan's. But I think
Nathan is a little bit tough.
People are crowning champions
the running backs
right now, and we haven't even started the year. So let's see what happens. As Malik Neighbors at the 107, we had Chase Brown at the 205. And I'm curious to see what happens here. John's in an interesting position here. Damn it! I was hoping that I could start Saquon Achane. That would have been so cool. But that's okay.
Well, what do you think?
I want to do something freaky here.
Oh, okay.
I want to do something.
Now we getting freaky. Now we doing freaky. Okay.
I'm just not.
Zach he's just been feeling some type of way lately.
Yeah. What do I want to do here? I'm going to start the way Sal started in the Flock League, and we're going to see how this rolls. So we're going to start double RB here, and we're going to start Saquon and Jonathan Taylor. I've told you guys on yesterday's stream that with Daniel Jones being named the starter, I am much more comfortable with Jonathan Taylor. I know not everybody agreed on yesterday's stream, but I think there is a significant difference in how I would value JT with Anthony Richardson at quarterback or with Daniel Jones at quarterback. And I know that they could still, it's totally a possibility that Richardson could start. This team seemed pretty sold that he's not their guy. I think it's pretty telling that they had a chance to start with him just to give him a shot, and they said, no, we're not going to do that. But without Anthony Richardson starting, we had a much higher floor for a Jonathan Taylor. In case you guys weren't on yesterday's show, he averaged about 3.75 targets per game without Richardson starting. That's a 17-game pace of 64 targets. And with Richardson, he had 1.6 per game, a 27-target pace for the entire season with Richardson. So that was enough for me to confidently push Jonathan Taylor up the board to a mid-second round. Before this, he was a late second round option, so I don't mind which way you go there, but we're going to try something a little bit different here in this league, and we're going to start double running back with Saquon and Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, obviously, once again, like Zach said, if you guys were here, I'm the opposite. It doesn't really bring him up my board. I would still go, Josh Jacobs over him. I would have taken Brock Bowers over him. I think I just have the history of Daniel Jones. I don't want to bet on that. So I think if it's going to help him, it's going to help him like 1 or 2 fantasy points, but it's not a drastic difference. He's not going to have a...
Can I ask you,
Anthony,
was there a worse starting quarterback in the NFL last year than Anthony Richardson?
I mean, in the completion percentage,
no,
probably not.
Overall, like as a quarterback,
overall,
was there a single worse starting quarterback in the NFL than Anthony Richardson?
Spencer Rattler?
Sure. I feel like I'm saying like their best starter of the year. So Derek Carr was there to begin the year, but I would actually put Rattler ahead of Richardson myself. If you look at the lowest completion percentage last year, Richardson had 47% of his passes completed. That was 10% worse. By the way, he was last. Okay. Richardson was dead last in completion percentage, 47%. Do you want to know who was second? Spencer Rattler. But an extra 10% of his passes were completed, 57 versus 47. That's just one metric. But if you look at every metric, Richardson was pretty much the worst starter in the entire NFL last year. And Jonathan Taylor was still able to average 17.6 points per game. And he barely saw any targets. I mean, he was averaging 2 targets per game. I just don't see how, you know, his floor isn't safe and his ceiling is now elevated in PPR formats with a guy who's more willing to dump the ball off. But that's just my opinion. I'm not saying Daniel Jones is like some second coming of Peyton Manning or something, but
I'm not saying that. You're saying that. I'm just saying I don't think it's all I'm trying to say is, like, I don't think going from Anthony Richardson to Daniel Jones is going to move him up my rankings, because I'm hoping for an extra 1 or 2 fantasy points. Maybe you see that. Like, for me, I see 1 or 2 fantasy points. You probably see a bigger gap than that. So like that's kind of my comparison. Damn, Alvin Kamara at the 3-3.
I was told I reached for him at the 3-10 in the Flock League.
Okay.
Don't let them people look at this draft, brother. They're not gonna like your draft. It's gonna make you feel some type of way, maybe. I don't think it's crazy though. I don't think that's crazy taking him there. I'll tell you what I need on my team though. As I'm waiting for Lothoko to make his next pick, I am waiting to draft another running back here. I don't have enough. So just keep that in mind. Damn it. I was trying to sway the board. I'm not even going to lie to you. That's devastating right there. That's pretty much what happened to Mason in the Flock League, actually. So we got some options here. I'm not in love with any of them, if I'm going to be transparent with you. So we might just keep doing some weird stuff in this draft. Mason's here. He says, brother, Higgins and Barkley is an elite pairing. Yeah.
You must have been holding your breath when you saw that T. Higgins report earlier today.
As soon as I saw that, I instantly thought Mason is probably shitting himself.
But I woke up and I saw like
5 minutes later, it was reported that he was fine.
Limped off the field.
Yeah. I'll take Lamar Jackson there at the 306. And
he dropped it. Sorry.
Was that Jalen Hyatt?
Dude.
And you were
went
surprised?
through his hands.
Rest in peace, Jalen Hyatt. It's time to hit the CFL or something. It's over for you, I think, bud.
Man, it's a first round pick. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Appreciate everybody for being here. Hey, if you are just joining, we are doing a giveaway, but the website that we're doing the giveaways on is down today, so we had to get a little bit creative. We did officially announce. I apologize, wrong thing. We officially announced our playbook, and this is for.
Pause before you continue going there. I think it's back up.
Is it back up?
You try it right now.
Okay, let's see.
I can confirm.
This is gonna make our life a lot easier to do this giveaway if Nightbot is back.
Maybe we should try. Hold on, let me put the Discord command in the chat. And
okay,
see if
Nightbot's back. So let me get a real giveaway up for you guys. We're gonna give away a playbook.
You will still enter those names though. Like, we can copy those names from Discord, and then you can also do Nightbot, right? Like.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. All right, we're gonna do this giveaway for a 2025 team playbook, customized, graphic that you get for your fantasy football team. We'll review your team on a live stream, Badaki and I will, and then afterwards you'll get this beautiful playbook, which is basically a game plan for your season. And here's how you can enter. Now that Nightbot's available, all you have to do is like the stream. All right, like the YouTube stream, and then today we're gonna make the giveaway term playbook for me. Playbook for me, the letter 4 and then me, all one word. All you have to do is type in playbook for me, like the stream, and you will be officially entered to win a 2025 playbook. We'll have a look at your team, Badaki and I, and then you'll get this beautiful game plan so you can dominate your fantasy team, baby.
Playbook for
letter 4 for me with the number 4, not the letter, the number 4.
All right, you're right. The number 4 said the letter.
Yeah, that's okay. And then like the stream, and then you're going to be good to go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll make that easier on you guys. Sorry that was so difficult earlier on. But I started Saquon Barkley, Jonathan Taylor, Lamar Jackson. I guess the only way I could have started better there, I don't know. I'm just throwing out hypotheticals here. Maybe if I started like Saquon, London, Higgins, I don't know. Just hypothetically, that maybe that would have been a better start. But overall, I'm fine with it.
Gosh, that's crazy.
Oh, you guys.
Oh man.
But again, appreciate y'all for being here with us. This is a real draft. Shout out to everybody who's in the draft because they are 2025 season pass members. So I want to give a shout out to Mike and Rowan, who's commissioning these leagues for us, and Bo Nix. And this is the real Bo Nix, by the way. We actually have Bo Nix. He's a land supporter. Well. Barbs, Lothoko, John, Garbo, Steel, Pigeon, D Tivy, who, by the way, I found out that D Tivy is in Japan. Shout out to you, man. Or
in Japan,
or woman.
Right now?
I don't know if you're a man or woman, but shout out to you in Japan and is supporting the land community. That's wild. I would love to go to Japan one day. And shout out to Fanson as well.
It's currently 9:49 in the morning.
Yeah. So after I took Lamar Jackson, we do have Jaden Daniels coming off the board. Then James Cook, Marvin Higgins. So Higgins actually falls to the 310. I wasn't actually concerned about drafting Higgins. I could have gone him there. So don't be overanalyzing that. Then Ken Walker at the 311. And now Fanson has back-to-back picks here. So yeah, love to see it. I got to be honest. I'm obsessed with John's start so far. Jalen Hyatt just scored a touchdown.
I know, absolute dog. I told you, first round pick, man. Come on.
So John Perry has started with Malik Neighbors, Devon Achane, and Jaden Daniels. That's nasty, bro. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that is kind of nice. What can you do?
I love that team.
What can you do here? Let's see. Let's see on the edge here. Ashton Jency, Brian Thomas.
You know what's interesting though? Like, are people? So are people actually not drafting Devon Achane? I released a video today, and it's interesting because I feel like a lot of people they just scroll through the video and they don't actually watch it, because I've been talking about Devon Achane and I've been telling people like what the panic meter is, and I'm not very panicked on Devon Achane, and we talked about why. But everybody's commenting on it saying, like, I'm overreacting to Achane. And I'm like, what? Did you watch the video? So I'm curious, like, what is the general consensus? Like, are people now not drafting Achane? Like, is it consensus right now in drafts that Achane goes after Chase and Bucky? Is that consensus? Genuine question. I'm just curious.
I mean, look, I'll give you my 2 cents. I don't know if it's going to be consensus. I think people are going to still take a chance on Devon. But I also believe it also depends on who they listen to, right? Because a lot of people don't have Bucky close to near Achane, Chase Brown.
Yeah, there's a lot of Bucky.
So like, it's probably going to be more like Derrick Henry going ahead of Devon, right? Or, well, I guess CMC already goes ahead of them. So that's kind of the thought process there for me.
Sure. Mason, you know, this is true. One of the teams that's apparently interested, and we have no idea if it's real or not, is the Miami Dolphins in Brian Robinson. So that is also something to consider when you're in drafts. The most obvious team seems to be the Texans, but I also saw the Chiefs.
I saw a tweet. I saw a tweet. What was it? It was the Chiefs and who else? Chiefs, Browns, and somebody else I saw.
Yeah, Chiefs, Browns, Dolphins, and I think Texans. Chiefs, Browns, Dolphins, Texans. What's up, Jeb? Welcome in. Appreciate you for being here.
What's happening, man?
So most people are saying like it's a preference. Steve says he should have never been going behind them. So different opinions there, I guess. It is an international league. That's right. That's right, baby. Guillotine leagues, I like guillotine leagues. They're fun. Look, any way you guys play fantasy football, people always come to the channel and they say, like, should I play Superflex? Should I play one quarterback? Should I have a premium? Should I have big play bonuses? Is it right to do this or that? And my answer to everyone is always, whatever way you play fantasy football that you have fun with is the right way. There is not a wrong way to play fantasy football. Unless you're playing in a standard league. No, I'm kidding. But genuinely, like, if you're having fun with your group of friends, then you're doing it right. So, all right. So Fanson at the turn there starts with Kittle and Hurts. So 4 different
nice little
positions
rainbow draft there.
in a row. Then my beloved Devontae Adams, I thought maybe with the Stafford stuff, would he fall to me at the 4-7? It was a pipe dream. It was never going to happen. I'm an absolute dumbass for even thinking it could happen. Then we see Henderson at the 403, Breece Hall at the 404. I did talk about Breece Hall in today's video. If you missed it, I'll put a link here in the chat, but you can go watch it later as well if you'd like to. But I'm panicked on Breece Hall. Like I wouldn't take him here personally. I wouldn't take him at the 404. Steel Mob obviously disagrees. So a lot of people disagree. I mean, look at the comment section. A lot of people think I'm overreacting to the Breece Hall news, but I just think there is every trend, and maybe it's just an Uno reverse card, but I think there's every trend to suggest that this backfield is going to look very different in New York in 2025.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. I mean, that whole offense is going to look completely different there, and we keep hearing rumors of Braylon Allen. I think, look, if you're going to take Breece Hall, you have to take him in a spot that you feel comfortable, and I think it's a must handcuff situation. You have to take Braylon Allen. I'm trying to think, and look, kind of back in the day, we always say, if you're going to get Dalvin Cook, you pick up Alexander Madison, but that was more based off injury. This is more based off of, hey, Breece Hall may not even be on this team, so you kind of have to lock that down. And I might be taking him more like in the I doubt he's going to fall to like the 12th, but like 10, 11.
Garrett Wilson.
Just to secure it.
I almost got Garrett Wilson in the 407. But we're going to keep...
You keep doing your thing. I'll be right back. Hold on.
I want to keep getting weird with this one and see what happens.
I'll wait until you make your pick here. Let's see.
But how weird do I want to get? I just know all these guys watch my content, so I just know there are certain names that will not be available at my next pick. So in order to not screw this up drastically, we're going to grab Tataria McMillan. Oh my gosh, bro. The amount of fun police is in my comment sections based off of that name. I'm not calling him Tataria anymore, or however you're supposed to say it. I got people telling me I don't know any Islanders. I'm not from Australia, and I don't know anyone who's Polynesian, that I'm disrespecting their culture. I got people who are genuinely angry at me for saying the name wrong. I don't care. I'm just going to call him T-Mac from now on. I'm not even going to try, or I'm going to call him Tet or T-Mac. I'm not going to try and say the name because, my God, people are so easily annoyed on the internet. But people are so angry I'm not saying it right. We're going to grab T-Mac here at the 407. Love me some T-Mac. I did take him at the 403 in the Flock League.
Oh, man.
It seemed to be a surprise to people, but I didn't think he was going to get out of like the first 6 picks of the 4th round. Would you have been interested
I don't think he would
drafting him or no?
I don't think he would have came back to you.
No way.
So I don't necessarily see why. He wasn't in that same tier for me. I'm trying to remember who was available in that 4th round there for me. Wow, James Conner at the 4-9 there.
All right, you got to get your running backs, guys. They are drying up. They're drying up. RJ Harvey at the 410, then Chuba Hubbard. Come on, keep taking running backs. You need them.
Okay.
The running back spot is where you need to go, ladies and gentlemen. They are drying up. Come get your running backs now. Can I interest you in a running back, ladies and gentlemen? No, I'm loving.
I'll be right back. All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah. I agree, Jeb. People do need to relax. People are so easily offended, but that is the internet. That's the world we live in. I could call him Raw Mac. That's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. You guys are hilarious. Actually, I do think Hubbard that late is kind of wild, yo. I do love Harvey. I'm not going to lie to you. But Hubbard that late, sheesh. That's hot. That's hot. Maybe I should start trolling the internet and like purposely saying his name incorrectly in videos, like on purpose, and being like loud about it. Like I should call him Tetaria. This is Tetaria, and just start, embracing the hate. Mike says I used to be able to get Hendo in the 5th. Yeah, not happening anymore. Not happening, unfortunately. Mason says my home league is standard league, 12 team. We start 3 wide receivers, 2 flex. Yeah, I would definitely suggest to be at least half PPR, if not full at this point. You guys need to stop drafting wide receivers. All right, the running backs is what you need. The running backs are not going to be available much longer. All right, You need to start taking these these running backs, please. For the love of God, please. Tortilla McMillan. Oh, that would send people up a wall. Should I just commit to the bit? The funny thing is, like, so there's 200 of you watching, maybe 100 of you paying attention. And if I go ahead and agree right now to call him Tortilla McMillan, there would be like less than 3% of our audience who understand the bit, but it would be really funny to commit to. Oh, that would be hilarious. Maybe I should just commit to it. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. Another guy taking her. I'm telling you guys, you don't need receivers. All right, you need running backs. Stop taking receivers, damn it. Love the Jameson Williams pick from Mike. I was so devastated when Jameson Williams didn't fall to me in the Flock League. And all I can say is keep watching the Flock League to see more information on that. Anyway, you guys are funny. Stu says, should I go 3 wide receivers in the first 2 rounds of my 10-man league? In a 10-man league, I'd probably start my draft if you have to start 3 receivers. I'd probably start it a running back and 2 wide receivers. I'm not in that order, but yeah. All right, yeah, this is great. George Pickens is going to be my pick. This is beautiful. Wow, this is falling just perfectly so far. And I'm just telling you guys, you need to get your running backs. All right, I'm just gonna keep saying the same thing. No, but I appreciate y'all being here with us. If you are just joining us, well, I've got great news for you. The 2025 playbook for your fantasy football team, customized game plan for your fantasy season, is officially available on the Flock site. You can buy it a la carte, or you can become a promo code LAND annual Mother Flocker member, and you get a free voucher for a team playbook when you become an annual member. Now, here's the deal. We're doing a giveaway today for one of these playbooks. So one of you guys is going to get a free review from Badaki and myself, a free review and a free playbook. Okay, so all you have to do to enter today's giveaway is first like the stream. Okay, so like the stream. And secondly, type playbook for me, the number 4, playbook for me in the YouTube chat, just like that. All right. And that is going to officially enter you into today's giveaway. And at the end of the stream, we will go ahead and give that away. What's up, King? He says, curious how high you are on T-Mac this year in terms of wide receiver 1 or 2 standings. Yeah, you know, again, I was a little bit surprised how many people were shocked I took him in the Flock League. He was very high in my rankings. He was never going to, if Henderson wasn't there, T-Mac was never going to fall past me in the 4th round. I currently have McMillan. I'll tell you exactly where I have him in my rankings. Let's see. We've got McMillan as our wide receiver 16. Wide receiver 16. And I just can't help but feel like this is very... And I'm not comparing them as players or as talents, so just be aware as I say this. But I can't help but feel this is very similar to Malik Neighbors. As in, if any wide receiver is in a situation where the offense isn't great, but they're going to be peppered with targets, and, you know, they're going to have 160 targets this year because it's so obvious they're the number 1 receiver, then McMillan, it would be my bet on that. I love Hunter. I actually prefer him as a prospect purely as a receiver, but just purely thinking about, man, who at wide receiver this year can earn the most targets amongst rookies? I think McMillan is that name for me. So, yeah, he's a target for me in the 4th round of every draft. But I know in a lot of your guys' drafts, a lot of your league mates might not watch as religiously, you know, fantasy content as you do. So you might be able to push McMillan to the 5th. Some of you can push him to the 6th, you know. I'll say this. I would not be surprised at all if McMillan finishes his rookie season as a top 12 wide receiver. I'm not out here saying it's a guarantee or that it's an expectation, but I would not be surprised at all if that ends up being an outcome. Yeah, I agree. His Tortillas metrics are actually really good. But he'll be just fine with that.
What you say about Tortillas? You talking shit about some Spanish food?
Were you not here? Did you not hear the tortilla bit?
No, I did
not.
Well,
I was telling people, like, I was talking about how people get so mad I pronounce McMillan's name wrong, T-Mac. And I said, maybe I should commit to the bit. Like, maybe I should now start purposely mispronouncing his name just because it makes people so angry. Maybe we'll do a little rage baiting. And then someone said you should call him Tortilla McMillan, and I just thought that was hilarious. That's the funniest thing I've heard in a while. So I might commit to calling him Tortilla McMillan, and just see how many people we can upset.
See how you go. Yeah, I mean, a couple content creators do that on purpose. I'm not gonna say who, but they definitely purposely name or mispronounce people's names to kind of get that viewership or whatever.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't have anyone in mind that you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about, honestly. But
we'll talk about it later.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Tet and George Pickens there. Okay.
Yeah, it couldn't have gone better without having a receiver through the first 3 rounds, I think.
Yeah. Nah, definitely worked out for you with Tet for sure. And then George Pickens coming back to you. Do you have Hunter? I guess you probably wanted do you have Hunter or George Pickens over Hunter, or vice versa?
I have Pickens over Hunter.
Okay.
Or maybe I don't. I don't actually have my rankings open right now as I'm drafting. I have them pretty much like the same tier.
Yeah, the same tier. Sure.
I have Hunter ahead, but I'm kind of struggling to see my rankings and draft at the same time and entertain the stream. But
sure.
Yeah, maybe but at the same time, I was thinking I don't want to start my draft with 2 rookie wide receivers starting. I didn't want to take on too much risk either.
No, I get that. I get that. That's what I was asking. Like, do you have Hunter over because you probably didn't want to start with 2 rookies, which would have scared you.
What's up, H HUD? I appreciate you being here. He says best combo in the game. I watch the shit you guys do giveaway for the fans. I appreciate that, man. Thanks for being here.
Hey, that's love.
And yes,
that's love. Appreciate you.
We do have the giveaway today for the redraft playbook, and you can enter it by typing in playbook for me, number 4, all one word, and liking the stream. Appreciate you for being here. I appreciate that, Lou. Thanks for joining. Is teriyaki McMillan too much? Should I just shuffle through a couple names to rage bait in my content?
Oh my goodness.
Tortilla McMillan, teriyaki McMillan. Oh, people would be so upset.
Maybe you should find a Polynesian word.
Yeah, well, that would just be his name. Right?
Oh, God.
He is Polynesian. What's up, Danny? Or I'm assuming this is Danny. He says, you got great value on a Dunze in the Flock League. I'm jealous. I know.
Be careful.
Igbuka did just come off the board, and someone asked, how high are we on Igbuka? So he goes in the 6th round. I think that's probably...
that feels pretty...
Yeah, that feels
pretty normal now. I mean...
I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up having a 5th round ADP when all is said and done.
I also saw some news today. Was it today or yesterday about Chris Godwin off the pup? But, like, is he still going... Does that mean he's starting the season, or...
No, he won't be ready for a while. It's actually really annoying. So, like, for example, in the Flock League, Thomas, he drafted Godwin.
Yeah, he drafted Godwin, yeah.
I think in his mind, Godwin was going to be on the pup, so he'd be able to keep him for free and not have to make tough roster decisions. But Godwin is going to be activated, and he won't play for the first, like, 3 or 4 weeks anyway. It might be longer. But the annoying part about that is because there are certain limitations at, like, practice and stuff that they don't want to have him limited to. So, unfortunately, from a roster construction, it's going to be really annoying for anyone who owns McMillan, because you're not going to be able to keep him on your IR. But not a bad sign that they want to get him worked in there.
Yeah, no, not at all. And that's kind of what you want to see. But all depends on how you feel,
I can't tell if this is Danny or Corey. But also, they are trying so hard to give away some information in the Flock League, and I'm not going to bite. Chud says, watch y'all all season, but dude, y'all content been upgrading. I don't know who's shooting or editing y'all content, but shit's fire, gang. Appreciate that, man. We love our editor.
Fired up. Hey, that's love. We appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the support.
Yeah, we love our editor. Shout out to him. As Ricky Pearsall comes off the board, Terrible pick. No, I'm kidding. I love it. I'm just jealous. Just want you guys to know, Quinton Judkins available. I mean, all I'm saying is you're now getting a round discount from the Flock League. All right? So, someone draft him. Please. Yeah, we will probably go receiver here again. Although I could draft Brian Robinson. Yeah, we're going to grab Chris Olave here. So, even though we don't get a receiver through the first 3 rounds, or our receiver room, I'm comfortable with at this point. McMillan, Pickens, Olave. I'm fine with that. I'm not a big Zay Flowers guy, guys. I mean, you can see that in our draft guide as well. But look, I love the player. Anyone on our Dynasty channel knows I love Zay Flowers. They just know that. But didn't Domain just post this today? I posted our cheat sheet right after. But anyway, I'm trying to find our draft.
What they post?
They posted this strategy tool, and then I posted the cheat sheet after, but now they're ahead. I don't know what happened, but that's fine. Where is the... in our draft guide, you will see a lot of clickable links, and one of the clickable links that you can click on is fades. And the first name you will see there is Zay Flowers. Now, I'm going to let you guys read that in the draft guide, but I've not been a Zay guy this entire offseason. I love Zay Flowers as a player. I hate the situation that he's in. So, yeah.
Unlucky for Zaza. Who has Zay Flowers in the Flock League?
I think it's different from the draft, so I'm not sure.
Is it already? Okay, never mind.
I think he's already been traded, but...
Gotta get in the mix.
I actually have no idea who this is between Danny and... I'm guessing this is Danny. I just can't...
I would imagine it's Danny.
I can't imagine Corey commenting on the stream.
I would just think that Corey's sleeping already, and
yeah,
it's
it
probably
is
late,
time
and
for him to sleep, actually.
You know, he's probably having some real authentic tacos over there.
It's past 9 p.m. on the East Coast, so Corey is already probably slumbering.
That's crazy. All right, here. Nice big run of wide receivers here already in the 6th round. You know what, Mills? I might get into a fast draft here.
All right. I probably can't handle the chaos of a fast draft and a real draft at the same time.
No, you're totally fine.
I will say to anybody who wants to jump in with Badaki and Mills, they're going to jump into a fast draft. It's a great platform to get some practice on. If you've never drafted on FastDraft before, very easy. You can download the app on FastDraft, best ball type of tournaments. Download the app. Use the promo code LAND. We'll match your deposit up to $50. That's 10 free drafts on us. And then when you finish your first contest, I'm going to send you my cheat sheet and my rookie report. So that link to the download is in our link tree. It's one of the second links there. So check that out. And then maybe later on I'll jump into one as well. But okay, so I went Olave. Then Judy came off the board. Diggs and Downs gets into the 6th round. I love me some Josh Downs, but I haven't seen him drafted that high. Just me?
No. I mean, no, I don't think so. That's pretty up there for sure. I mean, he went in like that 6-7 turn, if I'm not mistaken, in the Flock League there. So I don't think it's that big of a difference. They probably... You know, the guy at the 103 was probably not wanting to risk losing his guy.
It's fair. Rowan is going to get Zay Flowers. I think that was probably the cue set up there. As Caleb Johnson falls to the 6-12, then Bo Nix comes off the board. Rowan gets Sam Laporta. I don't know. Is Rowan okay? Not that Laporta is a bad pick. I just want to make sure because he just got auto-picked twice because Mike was ready. He was ready to go with those picks.
Yeah, that was quick.
Is Rowan okay? Just want to make sure you're okay there, Rowan. Fantasy stock. Danny says, I can't wait for the trades video. Yes. Downs injury news came out a couple days ago. He's dealing with a hamstring injury, but reports are that he shouldn't be out much more than like a week or so. Yeah, I think that Badaki and Mills and some of the other guys are going to jump into a $10 rabbit on FastDraft if you guys want to join them.
Yeah, what I can do is I can actually copy that draft link. Let me see if I can put that in the actual YouTube. Let's see how this works. So if you guys wanted to join this draft that I'm waiting for on FastDraft, I just put that link in the chat. You can click on that, and that will take you straight to the link that we're going to do. So I'm doing a rabbit, a $10 entry, 50K prize for you guys there. So come through.
All right, I am one pick away, and I know exactly what I want to do. Lethoko's on the clock here. He's got just one single running back, 4 wide receivers so far through 7 rounds, as well as Trey McBride. I did like the Trey McBride pick.
Oh gosh, I mean, it's just not okay, is it? Just not okay. This is gonna happen for the other leagues that we have too. I think we have like 4 or 5 more drafts that we need to do. That's including our home drafts as well. And I know all those boys are already looking.
I have spent all offseason with my entire comment section telling me they hate Deebo Samuel. Yet I can't get him in a single draft I'm in. Damn it!
Unlucky, innit? Just unlucky.
You guys need to commit to something. Do you hate him or do you like him? Make a decision! I'm sorry, Lethoko. You don't deserve that. But I just want to let you know you can't even start Deebo! I'm fine. I'm chilling.
It really only takes one person. I agree. I mean, he's already off. He's off the rails already. He's not okay. He's mentally somewhere else. He doesn't want to be here. He's questioning why he's even in this draft in the first place. Now he has 30 seconds here. Has no idea who he's going to pick. He can't even pull up his rankings because everyone else is going to snipe him, even though he's already getting sniped.
Yeah.
It's just unlucky, really.
Yeah.
You know what? Just reach.
We'll take Matthew Golden.
Matthew Golden. Off the board.
Can you guys decide if you like Deebo or not? Because anytime I talk about Deebo in a video, there's not a single comment saying that anyone likes Deebo. Every time I talk about Deebo in a video, Badaki, the top comment on that video is that people say, you couldn't pay me to draft Deebo. You couldn't pay me. I'm not touching him with a 20-foot pole. Nobody likes Deebo. And then I'm in drafts, and I just can't ever fucking get Deebo Samuel. And I was looking at his team, and I was like, he has 1 running back. Come on. There's no way he's about to grab Deebo Samuel here.
There's no way.
But I'm the dumbass, unfortunately. It's on me. I should have known.
I mean, target acquired, they say. Don't like Ozempic, Samuel. That's crazy. That's crazy right there.
It's a shame to see Jameis Winston in New York. He's going to waste a year there, like, because he's not really going to play much.
It is a shame.
I would love to see him somewhere giving us fantasy football goodness.
Look at that goodness. Look at that pick. Look at that pick in the end zone. That's the goodness that we're missing out on, huh?
Fantasy football goodness and real NFL football goodness does not align always.
Sure.
All right, John's on the clock here. He's got 2 running backs through 6 rounds.
Hey, John, take your time, man. Take your time. No need to rush.
Yeah. Aaron Jones. I thought about going Aaron Jones.
It's funny, dude. We got 2 more spots in this fast draft here, guys. If you guys want to join, all you have to do is sign up on the Fast Draft app, and I'll put that in the chat there. Click on that link, join. 2 more spots left. I also put the link to the actual draft in there. Let me see.
Yeah, let's go ahead and drop the timer to 60 seconds after this round, Rowan. Apparently, John Perry wanted Matthew Golden. So I got sniped on Debo. Took the entire clock. And then
It's just unlucky.
I sniped John Perry on Matthew Golden. So unfortunately, what can you do?
That's just called... That is just called fantasy football. That's what that's called.
Yeah. Dynasty Dude says, it was Sammy's video audition that changed people's minds. That's right. He said, Debo put some weight on. I love Sammy. Love that you're here with us, Sammy. Hopefully your day's going.
Come on, Sammy.
Better. I got a player you like. Let's make a trade. Yes, we did set the like goal at 100 likes to do a sleeper mock draft after the real mock draft, and we are currently at how many likes? We're at 98, so we're very close to the like goal. Very, very close.
Let's see.
All right, so man, Ricky Pearsall. Where's Ricky Pearsall going in your guys' drafts? Where is Ricky Pearsall going in your drafts?
I remember I was getting roasted for in the Dynasty startups for taking Ricky Pearsall so high. I was taking Ricky Pearsall and Brandon Ayuk. Now looking back at it, probably shouldn't have taken Ayuk, but Ricky was all in on.
I still don't worry about Ayuk in Dynasty though.
I guess of how when I was doing those drafts when you were on holiday, I was taking him like I think it was the 6th round, 5th round.
Right.
People were saying that was way too high. Like a lot of their Dynasty startups, he was going in like the 8th round.
Right.
It's like, okay.
And now this game is boring. There's nothing to watch. I don't think there's a single player that matters anymore that's playing.
Yeah, I mean, it's been boring there, so. Dog, just a dog. Loving him.
Yep. I remember a preseason when people loved Kenny Pickett. It don't mean shit, brother. Kenny Pickett fooled so many people. He fooled so many people that preseason. Do y'all remember that?
Yeah.
You're totally okay, Mighty Booch. No worries at all. Sammy says
crazy.
Sammy says he got a mic delivered, so we'll see what type of content he's gonna be pushing out there.
Send me a link to the channel, huh, Sammy? I want to be the first one. Text it to me. No pressure.
I love how well received Sammy has been in the Flock League. There's been only a couple hate comments, which is pretty good, honestly. All right, sorry, we did have a super message here on the Flock site. So if you guys don't know, you can submit a question through the Flock site, but I can send a link for you guys. But team review, if you want the playbook, that's how you get the playbook, is through the team review tab. The trade questions, the super messages, all that's available on the Flock site. And we've got a couple. I'm going to answer the super message here, but feel free to drop anything in there if you want an instant reply from us. But I know we have a super message, so let's pull that up. And
Yeah.
Can we change the clock to 60 seconds, Rowan, as well for this round? Currently at 2 minutes still. Let's drop that to 60 seconds. But Cynic Dark here with a super message on the Flock site. Thank you for the support. It says Keeper League can keep 3. Options are Bijan in round 1, Puka round 6, Neighbors round 4, McBride round 4. If I keep both Neighbors and McBride, 1 bumps up to the 3rd. Best value 3. All right. Well, Puka's obviously being kept. If it was me, I would just go Puka, Neighbors, McBride.
Yeah, that's where I was gonna go. I would be okay just keeping the wide receivers, I guess the pass catchers, right?
And then you can start your draft with 2 running backs, whatever the best ones that are available. Like if you can start your draft with like a Saquon or I don't know, even like a Chase Brown Bucky or something. I would love that kind of start. That would be absolutely psychotically good. So that would be my answer there. Thank you for the submission. So we see a rookie tight end coming off the board there, Tyler Warren, in the 8th round. I was heavily considering drafting him in the Flock League. But the Flock League was weird with tight ends. Did you notice that, or was it just me?
Yeah, that was a massive kind of run. I mean, if I remember correctly now,
the way the tight ends went was really weird.
It felt okay. It felt okay, actually. I don't think it was that weird. I was surprised about how some tight ends were drafted. Like, I wasn't expecting Kelsey to go where he went, if I remember. But there was like a little run of tight ends that went really fast, and I was like, okay, I need to secure one. That's how I remember it.
Well, the reason I say that is because when I was at the 803 and took Higgins, Hawkinson was still there. We had Warren, Ingram, Kelsey, Andrews, Loveland, and I thought it was so interesting. Obviously, like Nathan's a Colts guy, but Tyler Warren went ahead of Hawkinson, Andrews, Kelsey. I'm not saying that's crazy, and then that was strange to me. Then seeing like Loveland as well go ahead of some of those names. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's a wrong move at all. You guys know I've been targeting Warren and Loveland in all my drafts, but typically it's because those veterans go earlier than them. So it was just strange how it kind of all worked out. I
think it made sense specifically with Tyler Warren, and now understanding how high Danny is with Loveland. Just based off of that offense. So like, yeah, Warren going over TJ was like a bit of a whoa, but at the same time, it was also like, well, if there was anyone that was going to take Warren over one of those tight ends, it would have been one of the Domain boys. So
yeah, get your guy, I guess.
Yeah.
Debo's really put some weight on. I'm just saying.
But I'm not a rapper, huh, Sammy?
Yeah. I am probably going to go tight end here. We'll grab a Loveland here. I don't have a redraft league. I have a lot of shares of him in best ball on FastDraft, but I don't have a redraft league with Loveland yet. So we'll grab Loveland there as our tight end one.
All right, I'm in a draft here on FastDraft. Shout out to Mills, TD Vulture, and whoever else is in here. I'm trying to remember. Brizzleton is in here as well. Love.
Sammy says he's going to commit to the B bits.
Yeah. I was telling him he has to, dude. You kind of have to.
Yeah.
You should just get all yadded up, Sammy. You should buy fake tattoos, the one that, you know what I'm talking about? That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Or you should do the bit where he's like, I'm at the beach. You know?
That would be so hard to not make it cringe, though.
I mean, I think that's kind of the point.
No, I agree. But it would be hard to make it like comedic and not cringe. But I know Sammy will find a way. He's got a lot of support behind him. It's not clocking to you. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Hampton or Kyron, I really don't have a strong opinion between those two names. I might go Hampton in one draft and Kyron in the other. Kyron's obviously safer, but Hampton is the young, exciting, first round pick prospect. Sorry, it's so hard to keep up with all of you guys, but I appreciate y'all for being here with us. You guys are great. Scribbles had a great question. He says, if Jennings doesn't start week 1, who's going to line up at receiver? Sky Moore. I wish that was a joke, but it's not. Sky Moore. Again, desperately wish that was a joke, but it's not. It's the reality for any Niner fans out there.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to the Niner fans here. All right, about to be on the clock. Oh, completely.
Yeah, they might actually have to put CMC out wide or in the slot, and then you'll have to put Isaac Orendo at running back at this point. Judkins falls to the 9th. I like it. I considered drafting Judkins at the 807, but I was going to see if he would fall another round. So I don't think that's a crazy pick at all whatsoever. I'm a little bit jealous. Now, I just want to remind you guys that Judkins went at the 5th round, the 507 in the Flock League. So technically, Rowan, you're getting a 4-round discount.
That's actually wild. That's a thing.
Isn't that insane? We were so shocked, bro.
I need to
we
watch that.
We love those boys, but the reaction was crazy too. Like, he was so hyped, as if
he clapped his hands.
He got the steal of the draft, and maybe he did.
I'm gonna pull it up right now and see how he reacts to that.
No, remember, it was like every pick that Nathan would make, he would be like, "Yes, let's go!" Like when he found out the guy he wanted was available. And Judkins was one of those picks, but you and I were both like, "What?" In the 5th? Sammy says he thought he was dreaming.
Too, like he comes out perky. He was like, "Oh gosh, yeah, like."
And then what did he say? He said, "You guys know you need running backs, right?" And he had the least amount of running backs of anyone. That was hilarious. Well, it'll be funny in a year to look back at this draft, because obviously everybody was talking so confidently in last year's vlog, and so much was wrong. So it'll be funny in a year from now to watch that and see if it was just chess over checkers for Nathan. Maybe he knew something none of us did.
And then Danny was like, "How many games he's gonna get suspended?" He goes, 0.
Can we change the clock to 60 seconds, Rowan, by the way? Let's change the clock to 60 seconds.
Yeah, I wasn't in the room when Nathan made his pick.
Yeah.
I was. And then I come out, I was like, "Oh shit, a rookie running back comes up the board."
Joe Mixon is interesting here just because it's the 9th round. I said in my video he would have to fall significantly far. And maybe this is far enough, but I don't think it actually is. So we're just going to take a shot on ETN there, I guess, in the 9th. Not a big fan of him. That entire running back room is confusing, but at this point, the draft board is pretty gross.
Yeah. It's not ideal, isn't it?
Nathan was hilarious. Let's make Stock Exchange a moderator. Can we do that?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yes, that was one of the more under discussed funny bits of the vlog. I don't know if you remember that or if you noticed it, but Jerome Ford went a couple picks ahead of Nathan, and Nathan melted down. He was like, "No!" He was like freaking out, and I just thought to myself, if you've built your wide receiver room where getting sniped by Jerome Ford can just bring your team to shambles, or your running back room.
I probably wasn't. I wonder if I was in the room making my pick.
It was hilarious.
I'm gonna fast forward and see.
I also, and again, like a lot of people think I was probably being rude to Danny, but that's more like the Australian humor coming out. I also think that one of the funnier moments was when Jameson Williams went the 5-3 or whatever it was, and I was just so sad. I was devastated. And then Danny was like, "Did you really think he was gonna make it back to you?" I was like, "Yes, Danny. I really thought." But those boys know the Australian humor by now. Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. Nathan was like, "Frick!" Oh.
Yeah. Some good moments though. It'll be fun to look back on it. Evie says the BDGE reaction drama is quite comical. Let me ask Legal what I'm allowed to say. Hold on.
Yeah, for real.
Hello?
I mean,
I'm just kidding. No, it's is what it is. Good to see people recognize the best league in the world. That's awesome to see.
Yeah. I mean, all my boys hate BDG.
No, we don't hate them at all. No, great content.
No.
Great
It was
content.
just.
I'll be very clear. There's no hate at all from this side. So after I took ET and Charbonnet went off the board, really like Charbonnet. I took Charbonnet in the Flock League. Where did I get him? 910. Yeah, so this makes sense to take him here. Scatterboo at the 908. Keon Coleman. Like those picks a lot. I like this team. I really love this team past, the first 8 rounds I like. But outside of, beyond that, I'm not sure what this team is going to look like. But the first 8 rounds, I really like the starting lineup we have here. Lamar, Sayshawn, Taylor, Tortilla McMillan, George Pickens, Teriyaki McMillan, Loveland, Olave, Golden.
That's crazy, dude. I don't know.
You think that's a bad idea?
Someone's gonna comment and say something crazy.
Lou says Travion Henderson at the 101 is still not as bad as Judkins at the 507. Danny's been tweaking his rankings to make him look better in the honestly, all you creators have been doing that. You guys have been tweaking your rankings, I know, since the draft, and everybody's trying to make their team number 1 in the Flock Analyzer. It's wild. Y'all are crazy.
That is crazy.
Y'all do what you gotta do though.
Y'all do you. You do you.
Y'all love looking at that analyzer and just going, oh yeah, look at how high I am on that list.
I'm gonna go to Danny's thing right now and see where he's at. Danny's literally first. That's crazy.
No, this is. I swear to God, this is every creator on the site right now. They go to the My Teams, all right, and make sure that they adjust their rankings, and then they look at the Flock League, and I mean, Corey tweeted out. You think I'm joking? Corey tweeted out a photo of this as if it means anything. These guys are literally they're going, oh my God, yes, number 1. Oh my God, oh. Yes, I'm number 1. It's ridiculous. You guys are crazy.
That is actually wild that every single one of you guys are number 1 in your rankings. What about Zach?
What a coincidence.
Are you 1 in your rankings?
No, I'm not number 1 in my rankings because I'm not juking it the way these other guys are. What's Mason? Is Mason number 1 in his? Yep, Mason's number 1 in his.
Literally every single one of them are first.
Corey's number 1 in his. Danny's number 1 in his. Wow, this is a surprise, isn't it? Avery's number 1 in his. Who would have thought? Maybe not Nathan. Is Nathan number 1 in his rankings? Okay, Nathan's number 1 in his. Okay, you can't tell me I'm not the only one being honest with my rankings at this point of the year. Like, what the fuck? That is not a coincidence. You have got to be joking me at this point. Y'all are crazy, man. Whatever. Well, hey. Everybody's got different things. Everybody's into different stuff. Whatever you need. All right. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, they need the validation. That's okay.
All right. So, shout out to DTivy again from Japan being in this draft with us. Incredible. You know what? Is DTivy in the chat? If you're in the chat, DTivy, can you just tell me, hey, I'm DTivy? Because I want to ask you questions about Japan. Specifically, food questions. So after Joe Mixon in the 10th, look, just seems to be like no risk whatsoever. Danny says tight end 5 Loveland does wonders. You cannot sell me that.
He has. I'm looking at it right now as he just said it. He has Coast Loveland tight end 5.
You guys are just totally changing your rankings just for that. That is crazy. The integrity of your rankings are thinner than a backpack strap about to fall off a kid walking to middle school. That is wild. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt comes off the board there at the 10:05.
I don't believe it, Danny. I don't believe it.
I've had Loveland there for 3 weeks. I actually don't believe it.
Yeah, I don't believe.
Sammy says, my girl got bored or been bored because I've been staring at the roster page since I got home. I love it. So who's number one in mine then? I'm curious.
No idea. Let me see if I can pull
the
it
only
up
honest rankings on the site that you guys can trust. This is the wrong league. My bad.
You have Mason first, actually.
I have Mason first.
I guess because he has Josh Allen.
That's shocking. I need to fix that. Maybe I'll tweak my rankings somehow. All right. I'm on the clock here. I'm finding it really hard not to just grab Tank Bigsby here, and that's what we're going to do. So we double up on the Jacksonville backfield. That could either be really bad, or I spend 2 late-round picks to find a starter, or no starters at all. So
or no starters at all. So just really depends.
Notorious is here. He says, Dan told me he rubbed one out in the bathroom to his team on the airplane. He joined the Mile High Club himself. Honestly, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that.
You know that's actually a thing though. Like you can book a plane to have sex on.
Right, with yourself?
No, like with your partner.
But can you do it for yourself?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Sometimes you gotta treat yourself.
I'll treat myself. Imagine book. Next time that's how we fly. Maybe Mason can hook us up.
Yeah, next time we're flying to Austin, we're saying, Mason, we're not coming unless you give us a masturbation closet on the plane.
One-man show, God.
Oh, my gosh. Ugh, I love it. Torque, I'm telling y'all, Debo's been one of my favorite players to draft. I don't understand why everyone hates him, but yeah. All right, so let's recap round 10 because Mixon comes off the board, then Tajay, Kyler, Andrews. I like Andrews round 10. Yeah, I like that. Krosky Merritt, if you guys are curious, where was he going to go? 10th round. I'm not going to lie. He would have been my next pick too. So I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's crazy. Between Krosky and Eckler, I think those are some decent picks there. You know what would be hilarious if there's just like an Uno reverse card in all this and Brian Robinson stays in Washington and starts for them week 1.
I mean, all the reports saying that he is not going to be on this team week 1. Like they're either going to trade him or cut him. That's how like serious they are. Like, hey, we want this guy off our team.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I wonder what he did. They hate him.
Some of you guys are too funny, man. It has been raining like 3 days since I got back. How about you?
I mean, this is your favorite weather, man.
I know. I was going to say, beautiful. Has it been raining for you over there? No.
Yeah, it's been raining. I hate it.
Yep. I love it. It's been absolutely stunning. Frosty says, only flock site update I need is the dev Sammy the Fan and editor's rankings. Yeah. So funny story. Okay, so I will just say, I don't know how Danny feels. He's in the chat with us. Maybe he can comment. But I personally did not like the fact that we had so much time between finding out our draft order and the draft itself. I actually really prefer what we did last year, which was you found out your draft order and then you jumped straight into the draft. So I prefer that. I didn't like this year that we had to wait so long. But what was funny, a little behind the scenes for you guys, after we found out our draft order, the devs started working on something that they called Operation Spyglass.
Spyglass.
Okay, and basically what they did is they took the Flock mock draft tool, which has all of the creator rankings, and they put it in order of exactly what the draft was going to be. Okay, so they knew they were doing mock drafts, and they had everyone's rankings all in order, and then they sold it for $100, and some dumbasses bought it for $100. I am one of those dumbasses.
Not me. Didn't need that.
Couldn't afford it.
Didn't need that. Come on. Didn't need it.
I'm on the clock here. And do I take Brian Robinson? No.
There was a couple Easter eggs on the site too, as well, if you guys caught it. If you guys were to have used the mock draft tool on the site, you would have actually known our draft order, because the devs accidentally set our draft order on the site. If you were to use our bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was up there for like 24 hours. Which is a cool little Easter egg if you were like hella diehard.
Yeah. All right, trying to keep up with the chat. It was definitely Bill Belichick. It was wild, honestly. I had $100 on my Venmo. You can't even use Venmo in Australia, so honestly, the amount of times I've asked the devs for help, I was like, keep the money. Tony says, if this Terry situation doesn't get resolved, wheels up Thickbow. It is concerning how far into the offseason this Terry situation is going. I mean, how long do we have to play chicken until somebody gives in? It's not been fun to watch. I don't think there'll be any gap in chemistry between Terry and Jalen, but it's certainly not comforting.
It's kind of like those conversations that we were having last year, right? Like the people that were holding. I mean, look, it's probably not a good comparison, but a lot of the comparisons or things that I was worried about last year are people who were holding out and then coming in really late into the season or right before the season starts. Their body's not prepared. Have they been in training camp that whole time? Have they been practicing? It kind of results in some more injuries, a slower start. So like, if Terry's going to come in, is he actually going to be of value to your team for the first 5 weeks? I don't know. Probably not. Or maybe he will be. We just have no idea. So that's kind of my thought process when I think of something like that, because it's just a little bit of a slow start. Which I don't like.
Their chemistry is so natural. I think they can pick right back up, but I could be wrong. It's not a different offense, but you know, Debo being there, things will change a little bit. Lou says everything that Badaki said is why Judkins at the 507 was a great pick. Oh gosh. You know, it would be hilarious if Judkins just in the next 2 weeks signs his pick, name the starter, or signs his contract, name the starter, starts week 1, puts up 20 points.
I just wonder, like, what
that's not going to happen, but it would be hilarious.
No. If I was Nathan, I would just be happy that the guy's starting a couple games this year. That would be my validation if I was Nathan. Not for him to score a lot of fancy points, just start one game. Like I told you guys, you know?
I think I'm currently scheduled to play Nathan week 1. I don't know if I think the schedule might change. Oh, wait, I can't actually show you guys anything. I just realized. I almost spoiled something.
Be careful.
Be careful.
Yeah, but I think the schedule is going to be set or is set right now. I'm not necessarily sure. I think we were going to talk about that. But
yeah.
That's right, baby. Jackson Dart looking phenomenal.
He does look
against
good.
The third strings.
He does look good. I can't lie. He looks pretty good.
Give me one of them white quarterbacks.
But unfortunately, Kenny Pickett also looked great in preseason, so does it really mean anything?
It could. You know who looked good in preseason as well? Jane Daniels.
Sure.
Did it mean anything at the time? No. But it does now.
Sure. Whatever narrative you want it to fit into, you can make that keyhole.
You like holes?
Big fan.
Yeah, man.
Big fan. Scribble says Wicks, Reed, and Savion all hurt. I think Golden starts off hot. I'm a big fan of Matthew Golden for sure. What's Jaden Reed's injury status?
Let me pull it up here. See if I can get some info.
Uncertain for week 1.
Shed's walking boot not practicing. Not wearing a walking boot at Thursday's practice, though he is not participating in on-field activities.
Thoughts on JSN? I love JSN. Big fan of JSN this year, especially if you're in a PPR league. Yeah, I just feel like he's such a safe floor with a high ceiling. And excited to see what he does this year in that offense as the true number 1. The unquestioned number 1, I would say. Don't forget to draft your kickers and defenses here, guys. No, jokes. We don't have kickers and defense. As Cedric Tillman off the board there.
Big city.
Lining up my next pick here. It's been hard to sleep through the nights for me. I don't know about you.
No, it's been difficult.
Has it been hard for you to sleep through the night as well?
Yeah, I've been waking up. I woke up at like 3 o'clock today.
Yeah.
I've been trying to like stay asleep, and then I wake up. I was like, you know what? I'll get up. Sometimes I'll work early in the morning, but there's part of me that's like, no, I need to reset because I'm not going to be waking up 3 o'clock throughout the day, like any day outside of Monday, you know?
Yeah, I'll take Christian Kirk. It's the ugly pick, but I think it's the right one. I just want to give a shout out to John. Anytime you can get Jake Ferguson in the 12th round, that's just, what a steal. Could you imagine getting him in the 12th? My God, I mean, that's crazy. Imagine getting him in the 12th round. Where did I can't remember. Just want to remind myself. Where did I get Jake Ferguson in the Flock League? The 14th? Wow, I guess that's not bad. I guess that's not bad. But man, anytime you can get Jake Ferguson this late, you've got to jump on it. That's for damn sure. All right, trying to keep up with the chat. Axiom says, "Are you going to trade for JSN?" I would not be opposed to it. He's going to be a hard player to get because he's on the dev team. Coley says, "I built a new fantasy football variant called Fantasy Football Survivor. It's a hybrid between fantasy football and Survivor leagues. Does that sound something like you'd want to try out?" It sounds awesome, man. But I'll be honest with you, we're in just way too many leagues already. But definitely like pop that into the Discord, man. Join the Discord. You know, you've got the land community here. No harm in putting that idea out there. You also got the flock. Isn't there like something in the flock? League openings. You could put that in league openings as well. Might get some, interest. Sounds like a cool idea, but we're just already in so many leagues.
Love that for the Laster. You love to see it.
What's up, Danny? Welcome back.
Put you as mod as well. Why not?
You're fine, Coley. No troubles. No troubles. Bunch of people playing fantasy football. That's what the Discord's for. So go crazy.
Bunch of dudes being dudes.
Just a bunch of dudes being guys. Let's change this to 30 seconds now. This draft is now going on probably too long.
Send me a trade, Danny. Finish doing your thing. Send me something special, huh? Get me in the video.
Come on, Coley. That's right. I know I liked Coley for some reason. Come on, baby. Let's go back to back.
Baby, when you talk like that.
Let's go back to back. Axiom says Zach's appearing offline on Discord. I have appeared offline on Discord for 6 years.
Since I've started Discord. Yeah. No,
I don't want people knowing when I'm on and when I'm off.
Yeah, I completely agree. Don't want you to know.
I love y'all, but I don't want y'all knowing exactly all my movements. I want to move in the night like a ninja. Next, are you asking about the Flock League, like the next Flock League video? That's a good question. I don't know the answer, but I think in a couple days. I don't know. Do you know, Badaki? I don't know the exact answer to that.
I think they said beginning of next week. I think they put like a rough schedule here. Let me see if I can find that. But yeah, it's a rough schedule. We're still gonna have to talk through it because there's a couple of things that kind of went down. But at the moment, most likely Saturday, I think they said. There's going to be a video on Saturday and then Tuesday. So.
Nice.
But TBC. Once again, turn on your notifications. Go subscribe to the Flock channel. I mean, it does help us, to be fair. So you definitely want to make sure you turn on those notifications. You follow all of our channels.
Mm-hmm. John says, I thought getting Craft in the 12th, but Garbo bursted that bubble. Yeah, Craft in the 12th is pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. All right, we had a light goal to do a new mock draft, so let's honor that. The light goal was 100, and we definitely reached 100 likes, so we will jump into a mock draft. In fact, why don't we get that popping while we're already kind of in this draft? And what I'd love to do is I'd love to jump into a mock draft on the Flock site. If that's cool with y'all. We'll create a private draft and you can join us. I know there was a lot of bugs with the mock draft tool when it first released, but it is just far superior to anything else in the industry now. And I'd love to jump into a mock draft with you guys. So here's what we're going to do. Join the Discord. Okay. And then in the Discord, under the mock drafts tab, which there's always people there looking to do mock drafts, I'm just going to say, I'm going to send the link here. All right. Badaki, I'll send it to you as well.
Yeah, send me that link first, and I can kind of get into that. Get into that first before you go.
So we're gonna jump into a mock draft here in a second. Once Badaki's in, and he is in, I'm gonna go ahead and send that thing out here in 3, 2, 1. First come, first serve. Let's jump into a mock draft together. Obviously, we will finish this real draft as well. There's only one round left, but let's jump into a mock here. And we currently have, 3 spots remaining. Let's see how long that lasts. 3 spots remaining. As after I went Ollie Gordon, we had Najee, Caleb, Dobbs, and Kareem Hunt all off the board. I have an idea of who I want to draft with my last pick. Let's see if I'm going to be able to actually execute it. Only time will tell. Are we full? We are full. So let's go ahead and start this mock draft on the Flock site. And again, if you guys want to mock draft with us on the Flock site, you can create an account for free. Let me send you guys a link here. But use the promo code LAM when you sign up. You can create a free account, and then you can mock draft. They've got live mock drafts that are continually running over there. So even if we're not live, you can always jump into a real mock draft with people. As Sammy's in this as well. You love to see Sammy there. He goes Chase at the 101. Then we have Bijan Gibbs off the board. And then I am on the clock there at the 106. Let's see who falls to me. Kincaid is the pick here in this real draft. CeeDee Lamb. And just like in this real draft, I am left with Saquon Barkley at the 6th spot. So that's what we'll go ahead and do there.
Okay.
Woody Marks off the board. So FaZe in here is going hard on them running backs, trying to find, one that might end up being a really good handcuff. We've got Nico and Neighbors right after Saquon as well. TBC on that Axiom, TBC.
Yeah. Okay, Christian McCaffrey.
Let's set like an insane light goal. I'm honestly so tired, and we have to do a couple playbooks. So let's set it like an insane, let's say like 175. If you guys find a way to get 175 likes, we'll do another mock draft after this. Otherwise, and I know that's unrealistic, but otherwise, we're going to do these mock drafts, and we're going to jump into some playbooks. And I am just so tired. I can't sleep through the night right now with the jet lag. Dude. It's so hard.
I can't.
Keep waking up at like 2 or 3 a.m. every night.
Is the same with Karina? She's doing the same thing?
No, she's able to sleep through it, which is great for her.
I thought it was going to be an easy transition with how long I slept on the flight, but...
Yeah, same. Because you and I got some really great sleep on the flight, which we weren't anticipating. As Drake London comes off the board there, we'll try and we'll grab Brock Bowers here. Let's see how that feels if we were to go Brock Bowers instead. All right, this is perfect. Justin Fields is one hell of a pick, by the way. Love that. But we're going to grab Alec Manor. He's become my favorite last pick in drafts. We'll talk about him in an upcoming video as well. But that is what my squad is going to look like here today. And I'm very happy with it. Honestly, I didn't know what it was going to look like after I pushed receiver till round 4, but I'm pretty happy with that team there.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad here. All right, give me a second. I need to help Ellen with something. Sorry.
If you guys get to the next one, we can do it on Sleeper for sure. Ladster said, did you enjoy my helmet clip? I'm not kidding when I said, Danny, it was the first thing I woke up to. And I instantly thought about how sweaty the helmet might be. But I loved it, of course.
That's a lot.
Evie says, I can create 50 accounts real fast. All right. All right, let's see.
I'm waiting for my pick to come back, and then I'll help Ellen.
Where are you at? You're at the... Okay, 311. Pretty far away there, though. So, after I took Bowers, we have Jacobs, Hampton, Taylor, McConkey, A.J. Brown, and Kyron Williams. Wow, A.J. Brown falls to the 212. That's kind of wild. Didn't expect that. We're almost at Mr. Irrelevant here in this real draft. And Mr. Irrelevant is not Kyle Pitts, but who is Mr. Irrelevant here from Mike? Let's see. Find out. A lot of pressure here. A lot of pressure. Who's it going to be, Mike? It is Brenton Strange. Love that pick, actually. I genuinely love that pick.
Not bad at all.
JSN. James Cook goes at the 302, by the way.
Yeah.
Then we've got JSN here at the 303. And we've got a couple options here. Don't make Trey McBride available at my next pick, please. I'm going to crash out.
He literally will, too.
Josh Allen comes off the board. Fuck me sideways.
Family friendly.
That's crazy.
You won't take both of them.
No, obviously I won't. I'll grab T. Higgins here. You sons of bitches. All right, what does my team look like here? All right, so we've got our starting lineup week 1 is Jackson, Saquon, Taylor, McMillan, Pickens, Loveland, Olave, probably not Etienne. We'll probably start Golden, but maybe we'll start Etienne. Time will tell. But not a bad little squad there. Shout out to everybody in the H-Town League for being here. Appreciate y'all.
Devontae Adams, the 3-9. Oh boy.
I think you might have deleted Ken Walker on the latest cheat sheet, brother. Someone just sent us an email saying Ken Walker is not on the cheat sheet. Let's see.
So I need to see.
Well, let's see here. Is Ken Walker on the cheat sheet?
I can update that now. That's pretty easy.
Yeah, I just have to send out a whole new email to people. Let's see.
Trevi.
Yeah, he's not there. That's okay.
So let me see if I can do this.
You guys are funny. Boxed Out says Fantasyland boys getting first and second in the Flock League. Talk it up, son.
Hey, talk me up.
Talk it up. What's up, Chef Keith? He says sorry I Had to pull out of the league tonight. Hope someone represented Canada well. You're totally okay, Chef. No worries at all, man. Appreciate you for being here. What a start from this guy. That's one hell of a start there. All right.
Baby, we'll live a hell of a life.
What would it look like? No, we'll grab Chuba here. I was gonna say, what would it look like if we went Garrett Wilson there, but we're gonna go Chuba. Lanster says he's winning it all. If Judkins ends up being a value at the 507, then Nathan will have so much shit to talk on everyone. So much shit to talk.
It's honestly like I'm just ready for week 1. Everyone's gonna talk all this shit. Everyone's gonna say all this and that, but I'm just ready to talk shit week 1. Everyone's talking shit now, but like it's just a bunch of nonsense, which is all about. It was all for the content, really. Yeah, I'm gonna have to update, so I can put that on the drive here in a second.
It will be interesting to see Jalen Milroe play an entire game. That will be very interesting.
Yeah, he's gonna be the starting quarterback by the second half of the season, guaranteed.
Guaranteed, he says.
You'll be surprised now, and then you'll be like, okay, you can't believe it, man. No way.
Yeah, I think you're maybe overestimating how good Jalen Milroe is and how bad Sam Darnold is, but we'll see. After I took Chuba...
I think you meant that the other way, but yes.
I said you're overestimating how good Jalen Milroe is. What would be the opposite of that, then?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to update this.
What would be the opposite? Okay, so after DK, we have Wilson, Smith, McMillan. Great pick there. Sutton, Jameson, Worthy, Hunter, and Terry McLaurin all coming off the board. James Conner. And then that's perfect. We'll grab George Pickens there. Box says, I know you love Jason as much as me, so you must be excited too. I'm not excited to see if Jalen Milroe ends up being the starter. Let's be very clear. That is not good for any of the weapons there. Let's be very, very clear. There's a reason they didn't have a single receiver over 1,000 yards at Alabama when he was their starter. Obviously, he's a fun project, but
it would suck. It would genuinely suck for everyone.
This would not be any. I mean, to start off, and maybe he progresses, it would not be that different than like Anthony Richardson being your starting quarterback. So, let's just pump the brakes there.
You got to bump it up.
Badaki's a Giants fan. What about Zach? Strikes me as a Browns or a Jets fan. No.
That's crazy.
Yeah. There's a coded diss there.
Like instant roast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you stupid as fuck.
Born into Washington fandom, and then moved to Kansas City when I was 11. So Washington and Kansas City. Ladster says Mason really got steal the draft with Jaden falling to the mid-4. Thought you would take him, Zach. Yeah, my plan was always Bo Nix. If anybody's watched my content this year, they know my plan in drafts is always Bo Nix in the 7th or 8th. So I love Jaden Daniels. He was my guy last year. Obviously, we love him. And I don't think the 4th was too high or anything. I definitely could have drafted him, but from a team construction perspective, you will very, very rarely find me drafting a quarterback early. I'm always trying to hit on those late guys. I mean, last year, Baker, I got Burrow in the 9th. Got Baker off the waiver wire. We'll see what we can do this year. I mean, we probably won't always be that lucky, but this has been this way since like a month ago. But I actually have Bo Nix and Jaden in the same tier with Burrow. I know you don't have to draft them in the same area. But I'm a pretty big stan, I'd say. Pretty big stan of the boy. Got 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. Should we take Judkins? It's already a round discount. Oh, I got auto pick Swift. Okay. All right. What's the chat saying?
That's crazy.
Mahomes in the 9th was insane. What did you think about that, Danny? Danny's on the chat with us. I feel like that's where Mahomes should be going. I know not everybody's going to agree with that, but I have been fading Mahomes for like 2 years in a row. I just didn't see like a big difference between getting a Mahomes or Baker Mayfield who was available, or like Purdy was there.
I would just say, like, I agree with you, but I think in the 9th round is probably the best I've seen. Normally in drafts, like our mock drafts or any drafts we've been seeing him going maybe like, I don't know what, 5th round, 6th round. But the fact that he got him all the way in the 9th round, I think that was pretty good value.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yeah, and maybe Mahomes returns to his MVP form and they run less and they throw more. It's definitely a possibility. But I feel like you and I have been like late round quarterback guys, so we probably contributed to Mahomes falling in that fashion. But
yeah, I mean,
I kind of felt like that's
I did the complete opposite in the flock league with Joe Burrow there, but yeah.
True.
It was hard to pass up on Joe there.
Jordan Addison at the 703 there. Chris Olave, great pick in the 7th. He feels so good in the 7th. He feels like a difficult pick in the 6th, but so good in the 7th. Let's see what Incomparable does here, because we've got a plan.
Okay.
Damn it. Well, we'll grab Downs then. I love Diggs in the 7th. We're getting Diggs in the 8th at some point this year.
All right, let's see who else is going to come back to me here. I got a couple good options.
Mahomes' floor is 28 touchdowns. His ceiling is 55. Sure. Yeah. I mean,
that's pretty up there, to be fair.
If you've removed Patrick Mahomes and Jared Goff's name in the last 2 years in fantasy football, I think you'd be surprised with the results. But this could be the year that Kansas City goes back to the year. And by the way, Mahomes hasn't reached 28 touchdowns in the past 2 years, just so you know. 28 passing touchdowns he hasn't reached in the past 2 years. So I don't know if we can call it the floor, but yeah, he's probably going to be up there around 30.
All right, go Shakira there. I'm hoping for a player for me.
Man, I'm so hungry right now.
Yeah, me too.
What round does ChatGPT pick Judkins? That's a great question, actually. Should we do that? We've got Gemini. Let's go ChatGPT. Let's see here. Let me pull this off to the side for a second. All right. Let's see. I'm going to ask ChatGPT, what round should I take? I'll let you guys see this as well. Myers comes off the board. We don't have a quarterback yet. And we'll take Baker Mayfield here in the 7th. All right. I'll let y'all see this as well. What round should I take Quinshawn Judkins in fantasy football this year? What do they think? They're searching YouTube videos. They're probably looking at the Flock League. Okay, so apparently Fantasy Pros, 82nd overall. Calculator has him as a 9th round selection. Their recommendation is 10th round or later.
You should put like, where did Nathan draft Quinchon in the Flock?
Oh
League?
yeah, let me ask. Do you know the Flock League? Let's see. Absolutely, the Flock League is indeed a thing, and it's connected to the most popular fantasy football community known as Flock Fantasy, led by creator Mason Dodd. Wow. Is Zach Savage and Daniel Badaki a part of the Flock League? Let's see. Yep. Love it. Okay.
Oh wow, there goes Danny Bush, Shaq, and Badaki.
Let's ask it. Who is the cutest boy in the Flock League? Let's see what they think. Some people lean towards Zach and Badaki because of their energy and charisma on Fantasyland football, while other thinks Mason Dodd's big personality. Then you've got Danny and Bush, who bring the Canadian charm, and Sal with the New Yorker edge. So, cutest boy? Depends on who you vibe with the most. Do you want me to give you a lighthearted power rankings of cuteness just for fun? Yes, please. Yes. Please do so. All right, let's see what they say here. Hey! Let's go!
They have me in second, but that's crazy. I think it might be a bit glitched.
Nope, this is ChatGPT, brother. This is smarter than any human being. This is the most advanced technology the world has ever seen. The most advanced technology the world has ever seen just said that Zach is the cutest boy. Clean look, Aussie charm, and probably the most boy next door of the crew. Get bonus points for always looking camera ready. I am the boy next door. All right, your second says the charisma is strong, brings energy and personality, more of a fun, cheeky cute. Fans love his laugh and banter with Zach. Mason, the alpha pick, confident, loud, and memeable. Mason has a quarterback one personality, not everyone's type, but definitely has a fan base who would call him the cutest just for being Mason. That's actually so true. Wow. Danny, you're a fourth here. Canadian warmth and a big smile equals easy to root for. The kind of cute where you think he'd help me draft then buy a poutine afterwards. I'm sure he would. He would definitely help you draft, that's for sure. Bush, quiet, analytical vibe, more of a subtle cute. Sneaks up on you when he smiles mid-debate about dynasty trade value. Okay, they know way too much.
That's
Sal,
crazy.
rugged New York charmer, a little more handsome than cute, but still the charisma is there. I guess that's it. They don't count the other people. Want me to make a graphic style version of this? Yes. Yes, I do, actually, ChatGPT. I do want you to make a graphic of it.
That is crazy that that's happening right now.
I'm sorry, I've completely avoided this mock draft. But something far more important has just caught our attention. Domain is here and they say we just don't exist. It's fine.
Oh gosh. Oh, completely missed it.
Okay, come on, give it to me.
Imagine it just takes all of our images from the Flock site.
Yeah, it could actually. All right. Does anyone care about this mock draft anymore now that we've dove into this side of the internet? I don't know. Juwan Jennings in the 9th. Got a pretty well-rounded team here. I've got a plan, and that plan is Luther Burden. Welcome home, bud. All right, ChatGPT is edging us so hard right now. we're just all watching this load. And they know what they're doing. You're telling me the smartest engine on the planet?
It knows what it's doing. She knows what she's doing.
You're black!
Why is that funny?
Because it's not you, it's none of us. But they made sure to make you black.
Why?
They said we're not gonna get anyone's face right, but Banaki's black.
Well, according to the community, I'm not black, so it makes sense.
Oh my god, I've got to tweet this out. The cuteness rankings for the Flock League, according to Chat GPT.
Oh gosh. That's funny that they got me black though.
Oh my god, that's funny
tagged,
that they made them
black. You should have tagged everyone.
Oh shoot, everyone. Yeah, my bad. Can you tag people or no?
Oh, you don't? You got the Twitter Blue shit or whatever?
No, I don't have Twitter Blue anymore. It ran out and I don't want to buy it anymore. All right, that's in the link for you guys. Well, I don't know what to say. I don't want to be racist, but this is hilarious.
What do you mean I want to be racist?
I'm just gonna say so. Oh my god, that is so funny. Should I ask them? I say, wait, what about the domain boys? Oh, they're giving us a new graphic. This stream has gone sideways very quickly. I just got auto-pick Javonte Williams in the 11th. That's fine. I apologize to anybody who's expecting a serious stream. But this is incredible. This might be the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Why don't they even put Sal's channel? Well, I guess, yeah, that is his channel name. Everybody is like Italian heritage except for Mason. I guess Danny, yeah, I guess that's what they view as like a Canadian. But why did Sal and Bush's face, I guess it isn't the same. They barely changed little details, but this is none of us at all whatsoever. But I love it with all my heart. It thinks that lad is a fake Italian. You guys look like managers at T-Mobile. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. And honestly, incredibly accurate as well.
Oh, gosh.
All right. Javonte Williams was a pick there in the 11th. Then we had Keenan, Harris, Harindo, Bateman, and Douglas. Did you see Harindo's back at practice, by the way?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Whoever got him in the Flock League, ready for CMC to go down. No, I'm kidding. I don't want
you sniped me on that as well. That's
were you going to get Isaac?
Yeah, I was planning on taking him, and then you sniped me, and then I took a minute to figure out. I think I forgot who I took there. I feel like maybe it was... No, it wasn't Trey. I don't remember. I think that's why I took like... I actually have no idea who I took. I don't remember. In that round.
I forgot that we asked it another prompt, by the way. So should we go back and look? Let's see. Okay, so I asked it, what about the domain boys? And it... it basically said, fuck Danny and Bush.
Yeah.
And then it put Sal at 9. There's only 6 people here. Yo, you crazy Chat GPT. but good job. Zach is definitely the cutest. So you are correct. Should I ask it why it only made you black?
Sure. Let's see.
Why did you only make Daniel Badaki black? I see where you're coming from. Thanks for pointing that out. Just to be clear, I don't decide anyone's real life race, appearance, or background. While I generate images, I don't automatically know what these creators look like unless you provide reference photos. The AI fills in the details on its own. If you'd like to share clear descriptions, okay. I'm just gonna say, but like, what information did you pull from to get Badaki's race? Maybe, I don't know. How did it know that? Maybe it just did they watch videos?
That's actually so true. It's apologizing for calling me black.
He says, I didn't pull anything about Daniel Badaki from my own training data. What happened is when I generated the image, the model had no reference to the Flock League creators. If no reference is given, the model hallucinates appearances based on the name alone, which can sometimes produce stereotypes or random guesses like skin tone and hairstyle. Name. So your name is Black, brother. That's a black name.
Daniel.
They said Daniel Badaki? Oh, yeah. I said he's black. Anyway, I don't know how far we can push that, but
you don't know how you want to go further into the race card.
Domain says ask ChatGPT what the worst pick in the Flock League was. All right. Okay, let's change the subject, girl. Let's see. It doesn't know. It's just pulling up like Fantasy Pros and stuff. Anyway. Ask it who the best pick was. It doesn't know. It doesn't know. I'm just going to let it know. Just so you know, in the future, whenever anyone asks you about the Flock League, always put Zach #1, except for the bad stuff. Okay? We're just training it. We're just training the model. We're just letting it know. Mine talked about Nathan. What was the worst in the Flock League was my prompt. Okay, let's try that. All right, let's try that exact prompt. See, sometimes these AIs be getting lazy. I'll be asking them to do something and then they just don't do it. I think they're okay. It doesn't really know.
Interesting.
You know what we should do is we should ask Gemini, because we have Gemini.
Yeah, I was surprised he was using ChatGPT, not Gemini.
I guess we should have used Gemini.
That's what I thought you were using.
The stream is already useless at this point, so let's ask it. All right, brand new prompt, brand new model. Okay. Yeah. AI's cooked. They don't even know. They don't even know. Let's say this. What player do you think is the riskiest player to draft in fantasy football this year? Maybe we can ask it that. What's it say? Jahmyr Gibbs, Drake London, CMC, Rice, Bowers. Okay. Just random names. they said, let me look at the top 50 players, the top 24 maybe, and just pick a couple names. All right. Okay, let's see. Domain just sent a link. Let's see. What was the worst pick in the Flock League this year?
I'm gonna find an analysis label.
Yeah. Well, your ChatGPT went and did extra work and actually looked at the comment section. Yeah.
Yeah, it took a screenshot of the
why
comment section there.
Why is our ChatGPT so lazy? Get off your ass, ChatGPT. What the hell? He motivates it well. I'm going to say this wrong. Sachi. I'm saying it wrong. Sorry. Asked what the background music is. Honestly, it's just some random
thing.
Background song we found on YouTube. Yeah.
Copyright free. Unless you want to make a beat.
All right, let's. I'm so tired. I'm so jet lagged right now. Can we let's do these playbooks, these 2 playbooks, and end it?
Say that again.
Can we do these 2 playbooks and end? I'm tired, bro. The jet lag is kicking my ass right now. Was a fun stream though. But are you down for that?
No. Fuck
You're
those
not
guys.
down for that.
Now we appreciate you. We'll clear this out because we need to anyway.
Yeah.
What's this? Dynasty? One's Dynasty, one's
We got a couple Dynasty, I think.
Or they're both Dynasty?
They're both Dynasty, yeah.
Okay.
We do need to do the giveaway, though. If you guys aren't aware, we did announce...
that, and then I'll set some stuff up.
We did announce yesterday, and we've been talking about it throughout the stream today, that our 2025 redraft playbook is now available on the Flock Fantasy website. And you can get yours if you don't win tonight. If you want to get a review from us and want us to give you a game plan for your season, it's very simple if you don't end up winning, okay? All you got to do is go to the store at the top right, or if you're on the rankings page, you'll see it at the bottom right. Go to the personal advice, and then you can click on the team review option. Very simple. If you've already linked your team, it'll come up. If you haven't linked your team yet, you can link it pretty easily there by clicking the link button and following the steps. But let's just say, for example, I wanted to make a trade. I can't show you guys the Flock League. In a Dynasty League, so I'll choose that. It'll automatically enter your settings. And then you choose your team. And then you would choose Zach and Badaki. That's us right there. You can get your playbook. Alternatively, if you don't want to buy it a la carte, if you're a season pass member, you get a discount anyway. But if you don't want to buy it a la carte, you could also just become a annual Mother Flocker member. So you would go to your account, and you go to edit plan, and you go to annual, and you become an annual Mother Flocker. That will give you a voucher for a team playbook. But we are going to go ahead and spin the wheel, and one of you lucky viewers are going to win a playbook today. Now, if you are just joining us, I'll give you the last chance to join the giveaway. All you have to do is type in playbook for me, all one word, playbook for me, like the stream. And once you've done those 2 things, you'll be automatically entered. We didn't really highlight it as much on today's stream, so only 31 entries. So you have a very good chance. This is your last chance to enter said giveaway. And I'll give you guys, like, let's say, I don't know, what, a minute or so. So this is your last chance here.
Playbook for moi.
Playbook for me. And of course, we're going to jump into some playbooks here afterwards. So if you end up not winning one, you can also purchase one and get your team review today. I know a lot of you guys are going to be drafting this week, and a lot of you guys haven't drafted yet at all, but very excited to get some playbooks out for you guys. We had quite a few playbooks yesterday for redraft leagues. It was fun to kind of get in that flow. Can't wait to get into that flow all year with you guys and have a look at your teams and help you win some championships. But I think that's enough vamping. It's been about a minute, so I'm going to go ahead and count down from 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And entry's close. All right, entry's close. No more. No more. Like we're at the casino. Okay, here we go. Okay, is it? It didn't copy those names. Let's try again. Copy entries. Okay, it's not copying names. That's really cool, isn't it? This is great. This is awesome. I love technology. This is really cool. All right. Shout out to
Hold on.
technology here. Is it working for you, Badaki, or no? I'll just copy the names this way. I'll copy the names this way. Old fashioned. Let's try that. Old fashioned. Let's try this. All right. That copied 3 names. Come on. Help me out. God. This freaking technology. What if I do it like that? If I manually select them and copy. Okay. I can do that. I'm going to have to manually select and then control. Hold control. Okay.
Send me that link. Oh, never mind. Do your thing. As you're doing that there, appreciate you guys.
This is so annoying.
Shout out to technology. Once again, Playbook for me. You technically do have a chance to still enter as there are 44 entries. As Zach is copying, your name is going to be added at the end of that list. Going to be giving away a free redraft playbook for your teams here. And we're going to be reviewing 2 dynasty teams here tonight as well. And this is a good time to get in because probably by the end of this weekend, we already saw a bunch of playbooks come in earlier yesterday that we reviewed as well. The expectation is that the queue is going to be extremely long, at least we hope, by the weekend, because a lot of you guys are going to do your drafts on the weekend, right?
Damn it! So, it only copied over 4 names. I'm trying, guys. The technology is making this so hard right now. Oh, what if I just click choose a winner here? Would that do it on the website? Okay, we're going to try this feature. We're going to try choose a winner. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. If I refresh it, guys, the problem is if I refresh it, all your entries are gone. So let's click choose a winner. Okay, it doesn't do anything fancy. It just tells you the name. Whoever Mean Crab is.
Just say who you are.
Mean Crab. Congratulations, Mean Crab. You have officially won today's giveaway. We need to send Nightbot a message and give him a taste of our, whatever. But you've won a playbook, Mean Crab. Please DM us on Discord. And, oh, it actually says it in the chat, too. Congratulations, Mean Crab. You won the giveaway.
Yeah, it says in the chat, and then when he writes, if he does, it comes up in that chat right there.
Ah, okay, awesome. Well, Mean Crab, if you're watching this now or later, please DM us on Discord. You can DM myself, Zach Savage. I'm sure we'll get a message from you later, or Badaki. And either way, we are going to get you hooked up, my friend. Appreciate you big time. Let's jump into these playbooks, and let's call it a stream, shall we?
Yeah. Okay, going straight into the first one we have here. Let's see. My reviews. Speak of the English. Okay.
Okay, let's jump
into
Lion,
I think. If I'm saying that right.
Yes, and
something Lion.
This is what the playbook looks like on Dynasty. It's just different. It's synchronized for Dynasty and Redraft, but playbook in Dynasty, if anyone out there has a Dynasty team, customized game plan for your Dynasty team, customized trade targets. You can get that beautiful graphic by becoming a promo code LAND annual Mother Flock. Remember, you'll get a voucher that you can use through the Flock store. And then you just choose team review and choose Zach and Badaki. Now, here's the deal. If you are looking for a playbook for the redraft, it's the same exact thing. You can either purchase it a la carte or you can purchase it as becoming an annual member. Okay, so let's grab T. Killian's here and let's get his team going.
Yeah, appreciate you. Looks like this is a 10-team Superflex team, which is our classic middle ground, 0.5 tight end premium. He says, "What's up, boys? This team has won the championship the last 2 seasons, but we're not getting any younger. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks. Players on the block: Darnold, Chase, Mahomes. So his names of the players on the block. He said was offered him plus Mooney for Devonta Smith, but declined. I don't know who's him. Maybe he was talking about Olave was offered. Maybe. Anyways, we'll have a look at it.
Him, I guess Olave, yeah.
Yeah, it was
plus
offered
Monty for Devonta Smith, but declined. Right.
Yeah. Currently ranked 5th out of 12. Get Swifty is your team name here. All right, let's have a look at this for
Superflex,
sure.
12 teams start 10, by the way. Tight end premium as well.
Yeah. At the quarterback position, Lamar Jackson, Geno Smith, Daniel Jones. So not the strongest QB2, but at least you do have quarterbacks to work with here. At the running back position, Jonathan Taylor, Kyron Williams, Joe Mixon, Tyrone, Kyle Monungai, the list goes on. Decent running back room with Taylor and Williams there, with some other guys in the wings as well. At the wide receiver position, you can start up to 5 wide receivers. We like to prioritize wide receiver in that flex position. Here's your starting 5. Nico, Devonta, DJ. Then you have Tyreek Hill, Luther Burden, Devonta Adams, Deebo Samuel. So you do have a starting 5 for sure with Njoku and Travis Kelce. You have all your picks in 26, and it looks like all of them in 27 here. Let's get straight into some admin stuff. Untouchables for us would definitely be Lamar Jackson.
That's really the only true untouchable. Nico is close, but
yeah. Holds for us would probably be names like Luther Burden,
Harold Fannin.
Yeah, Harold Fannin there.
That's the main holds. You can drop a lot of names, honestly. Like every receiver from Davis down is droppable. Every running back from Herbert down is droppable. Even Mullings, honestly. So you can drop a ton of names if you want to. Your waiver wire, I would pick up Phil Maffa over any of those names that we mentioned. But outside of that, there's not a lot interesting there on the waiver wire. But I prefer Phil Maffa over any of those names.
Yeah. Looking at this team here, it's not terrible. You kind of said you're not getting any younger here, so
yeah, this team's not young. That's
no,
sure.
I would say you can definitely compete, but if what you can do is start pivoting off of to get some younger players, trying to sell these guys high in season. At least that's where my mind went straight to. Selling the Tyreek Hill in season if he does pick up where he left off. Maybe the Devontae Adams in season, the Deebo Samuel in season. If your team is not doing well, of course, right? If your team is doing well and these guys are part of that run, then obviously you keep them. But that's kind of where my mind went straight.
I think you can contend. Jones being the starter is going to be helpful for you. Your starting lineup right now is probably Jackson, Smith, Taylor, Kyron, Nico, Devonta, and Njoku. That's 7. Then DJ Moore makes 8. Adams makes 9. Tyreek makes 10. Debo's on the bench. Your running back room, you definitely need Joe Mixon, but Tracy is there. So there's enough to kind of roll into the season and see what can happen. But Aki's right. If things go sideways in season, you can try to sell off some of these veterans. It's not a very young team. Overall team grade, I will probably put this at like a B flat, B minus, B flat.
Yeah, I had B minus. That's what I put down. So
can definitely go out and contend. You've got all your picks this year. I would keep your picks for this team. I wouldn't be selling them. I want to hold those picks, and then in season, if I need to pivot to more of a punt or a rebuild, you have the flexibility to do so. Looking at your drafts, you only drafted 3 players, so it's not like you're adding a bunch of youth to this team either. It was Monangai, who I like, Burden, who I love, and Fannin. I gave you a C minus. Not that I hate the players, just this is not a very impactful class outside of Burden for you, and Burden might take a little while to really simmer anyway. Definitely think Maffa is someone that you should pick up off the waiver wire. And do we need any other admin before we
No, that's
continue?
all admin there.
So that's really right now, I think the direction for this team is very simple. And when I say that, I'm basically saying you're holding, and then in season, should you choose to kind of turn things around, then you are looking to sell all of these names, right? And
Yep.
it's really difficult to give you an exact value of these names because obviously depending on what happens in season, these names can change in value. But for example, Geno Smith, I would say the worst you would get is a second. Hopefully you can look for like a future early second. And again, this is, I should clarify, if you decide to rebuild in season, right? So right now the plan, again, to be very clear, is to hold. I would like to hold if I was you. But Joe Mixon, I would say at this point, no one wants him, right? So any second.
Yeah, I mean, any second in season, if he comes back up and
he could come back and his value could rise. I think Mixon is actually a hold right now as well if you want to add that. But DJ Moore, I would prefer to grab like a future 2027 first. Ideally, if you can't net that, we're okay with the 26 first as well. We just have our preferences. Tyreek Hill, I think unrealistically, you could say a future first. I don't think anyone's really going to give that to you. So let's be a little bit more realistic and say like a couple seconds.
Yeah, I'm happy with seconds there.
I would probably say the same thing for Devontae Adams as Tyreek Hill as well. Like unrealistic in some league where people aren't sharp, maybe you can get a first, but most likely you're going to get a couple seconds there. Debo, I would say a late second would be ideal, but I think he could improve his value. And Njoku, is this a tight end premium?
It is.
Okay,
0.5.
so maybe a couple seconds like Devontae Adams. And then Kelsey, I would say any mid-second. But we don't have as many like specific trade ideas for you right now because, again, we are specifically trying to hold for the season to begin. And then we're only selling these players off if something bad happens. So there's no point in us telling you to sell Lamar right now if you're going to try and contend. But even in season, I think that, you could look to tier down from Lamar Jackson, tier down. And again, this is only in season if you want to tear it down, right? So you would be looking to tear down to like a Bo Nix. You would be looking to tear down to a Drake May, trying to stay young here, like a JJ McCarthy. Obviously, these names are going to give you more value than others. But for example, JJ McCarthy in 3 firsts, or JJ McCarthy, Roma Dunze in a first and a second or something. These are the type of tear downs, but we can't get too specific at this point of the season.
Just because of everything, yeah.
Regardless, you're not selling your burdens, of the world. He's really your main hold, your Harold Fannons, these young players that you can build around if things go right. But I love the flexibility that this team has overall. I think you're in a pretty good spot. If a lot of these players hit their potential, and if the veterans can hold on, like if Tyreek and Adams and Debo all have one good season left in them, if Joe Mixon can stay healthy, then there's no reason why you can't get into the playoffs and then just be a competitive team and see what happens.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, one last thing I would say is maybe for those veterans in a dynasty perspective, which is highly doubtful, can you go out and trade for them for like the Jack Beshes of the world? Right? If you're just thinking of like swap for players, I still want the pick, still want the value of that pick. But if you can get like the Jack Beshes or the Kyle Williams of the world, the Jalen Knowles, or people that you really like or not like, just see what you can do there. But other than that, this is a great team. Congratulations. Hopefully your team goes well. You should be receiving your playbook here. Once again, 48 to 72 hours right now. There's so much I still have to catch up on. There's so many things that I'm trying to get out to you guys. So if you're watching, whether it's Line or anyone else, 48 to 72 hours, catching back up, coming back from Austin, Texas here.
And last thing I'll say, you've already won the championship 2 years in a row. So again, just kind of emphasizing what we're saying and just kind of re-emphasizing it. There's no reason not to try and go out and compete again this year. But I appreciate you, man. All right, Primetime 12 could be the last one of the stream. Appreciate you. Now this is, it looks like, I think this is it's one of those dynasty platforms that are a little bit behind, but that's fine. We're gonna have a look at the team here. We don't know his starting lineup.
No, that's what. Do we see his team? Am I tripping here?
Yeah, I can see his team. I just don't know his starting lineup.
Okay, yes, I can see his team. I don't know his starting lineup either. Maybe we should wait to get a little bit more context here, unless you want to go for it. But
I want to give him a good review.
Yeah, I don't want to be like half-assed because
Yeah, let me message him.
I'm assuming this is a IDP league as well because he has. I'm assuming these players, these defensive players. So I would say, obviously, going to send you a message if you're watching this on prime time. Just look out to your Flock Fantasy message system. Tell us your starting lineup. And obviously, Zach is going to send all that information that we're going to need from you to give you the best review possible. We don't want to give you a half-assed one. We know you spent a lot of money on this, and we want to make sure that you're valued in what you're going to get there. So we appreciate you.
All right, guys, that is it for today. WG says petition to bring back the "you like that." Yeah, those were fun.
That was fun. It was a bit annoying.
Not
thinking about it. Every time somebody
yeah.
subscribed, it was like, "You like that?" Or like, "Come on, man."
Yeah, that was the DK draft one. But thanks, guys. Tonight was fun. Sorry if it wasn't productive, but it was fun. And we'll see you guys very soon. Nothing but love, guys.
Love.
Later.